Finding Faith in Funny. Thank you for listening. My name is Chase. This is my podcast. If it's your first time listening, welcome. We discuss humor and faith and relate everything to something funny because whether you have faith in a religion, a God, or just yourself, humor is a tool and a useful one and a necessary one, especially when it comes to connecting people. And you know, we're not separating each other by beliefs or anything like that. We're united in laughter. And that's really the whole premise of this whole thing. If you're a return listener, thank you so much. This Saturday, it's the 4th of July. It's the birthday. It's the 250th birthday for America, the land of opportunity. Remember that? Remember how America is the land of opportunity? I think some people are forgetting that. And just to remind you that America really is the land of opportunity, just a little over a year ago, Katy Perry went to space on Jeff Bezos' rocket. Think about that sentence. Not an astronaut, not a scientist, not somebody curing cancer, just a pop star who looked at her schedule and decided that she had already played at the Super Bowl, so she might as well try space. And my favorite is that when she came back from space, allegedly, she said that the moment she was up in space, she had never felt so connected to love. She just felt so connected to love that going to space was the top moment of feeling connected to love she has ever felt. She's a mom. She gave birth to a child that she created and held that child, but space, that's what her connection to love is. So if you have kids and you love them, you don't love them. You just love the idea of them. You don't know what connection to space, to love is until you've been to space. And only in America can going to space become a rich person's version of mini golf. Some people have officially reached that level of wealth that billionaires are creating field trips to outer space. I can't even afford extra guacamole at Chipotle, which is fine. I don't like guacamole, but it's the principle of it. I love how casually we treated that whole story last year too, because 30 years ago, when someone went to space, school would stop and watch it. The kids would watch it on TV at school. And now when people heard Katy Perry went to space, they said, did she really? We've turned space into like an Instagram story and a debate on whether people have actually been to space, been on the moon and all that. And it's just, that's the beauty of America. You don't have to believe logic. You can make up your own logic and believe whatever you want. It's your right to do that. We are the only country where somebody can have so much money that they run out of normal hobbies. And at a certain point, rich people just don't know what to do anymore. It's not like poor people who collect coupons. No, rich people, they collect experiences. They've done Paris, they've done Italy, they've done Antarctica. Why not try space? You know you've made it when your bucket list starts sounding like a rejected Marvel movie. Because billionaires just keep going, you know what we haven't done? Gone to space. You're right. Let's book it. Should we do it for science? No, we should do it for Tuesday. That's not even the craziest thing rich people have tried recently. Remember those guys who tried to go see the Titanic in their homemade submarine? That story still blows my mind. Not implodes. That's what happened to them. But that story still blows my mind. Because they're just like, you know what would be fun? Let's go visit the most famous transportation disaster in all of history. Nobody says that. Nobody goes to New York or New Jersey just to go see the Hindenburg. Nobody visits Hawaii and says, I wonder if I could book a Pearl Harbor submarine experience. Unless you're Kash Patel, then you can just go snorkel right over the USS Arizona. These guys got into a submarine that was controlled by a PlayStation controller. I don't know about you, but if I pay someone $250,000 for a trip and the captain pulls out something my son uses to play video games, I'm out immediately. I need at least one joystick and a bunch of blinking lights. I need the cockpit to look like NASA, not like we're about to play Madden. How was the safety briefing, do you think? If there was one, who knows? You're telling me I can use my PlayStation controller and I still can't get my TV connected to the Wi-Fi, but you're telling me that this thing's going to control a submarine? No, thank you. And the crazy thing is, all of these stories are proving something. That America is the land of opportunity. Because only in America can one person say, I think I'll go to outer space for fun, while the other person says, I think I'll visit the Titanic in a homemade submarine. The possibilities are just endless. So with that in mind, happy 4th of July, everybody. It's America's birthday. The one day a year where collectively, we all agree to stand outside, light things on fire, and eat hot dogs that have been sitting out in the sun for 4 hours. Recently, I had a friend tell me that I'm not a real patriot because I don't like guns. That's the test now. It used to be America meant you could just have the freedom to disagree with each other. But not anymore. Now loving America means I have to own 17 firearms and know what tactical means. Apparently I missed the orientation because I'm not in on this. I don't hate guns for other people. They don't interest me and they terrify me. And honestly, that's kind of where we're at as a country now. You can't have an opinion anymore without somebody declaring that you're either a hero or a traitor. You don't like guns? Traitor. You do like guns? Traitor to somebody else. You vote one way? Evil. You vote the other way? Also evil. We're all just convinced that if everyone would just think exactly like us, America would finally be fixed. Spoiler alert, that's never happening. We're never going to agree on politics. We're never going to agree on religion. We're never going to agree on taxes, healthcare, immigration, pineapple on pizza, or whether a hot dog is a sandwich. But if agreement is the standard for unity, then this country has been doomed since 15 minutes after the Declaration of Independence was written. So the question I have then is, where is it that we actually find the united in the United States? And the only thing that really I think unites people is human experience. It's in the stuff that reminds us that we are people before we are political opinions. You should go to a baseball game. Go to a soccer game. Don't go to a soccer game. If you enjoy watching people almost score for 3 hours, then go to a soccer game. Go to a concert, go fishing, go to have a barbecue, sit around a fire pit, tell stories. But most of all, and this is the whole premise of my show here, is just laugh. Find a way to laugh and laugh with people, because it's really hard to hate somebody while you're both laughing at the same stupid thing. And just for a little while, nobody cares who you voted for. Nobody cares what church you go to. Nobody cares what your opinion is on every issue under the sun. You're just people sharing an experience together. So here's my challenge for you for this 4th of July. Put your phone down after you've listened to this episode and commented on it. Then put your phone down. Turn off social media. The outrage machine will survive without you for a few hours. I don't know if you know this, but you're not that important to the social media world. But you are important as a human, and that's why you need to go have a real human experience. Go be present. Go talk to somebody. Go laugh with somebody. Because I think if we spend if we spent less time arguing online and more time sitting next to each other at ball games, concerts, campfires, backyard barbecues, whatever, the world's going to seem a lot more united. And maybe that's where we find faith in funny. And just remember, as you grow more united and connected to people, remember, you still won't feel as connected to them as Katy Perry feels to love when she's at zero gravity. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Here's another pirated comedian making you laugh.
Well, I'm glad you liked those history jokes, because I got a whole mess of Thomas Jefferson stuff coming right up. Any TJ fans in the audience? Yeah, if you don't know him, he was our 3rd president. You may know him from Mount Rushmore and the Nickel. May also know him from his earlier work when he wrote the Declaration of Independence, which a lot of people view as a great political document, but I think of it as the greatest breakup text of all time. I think when Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence, he was just reusing lines he'd used on girls he'd dumped, like, look, when in the course of human events, it becomes necessary to dissolve our romantic bands and assume among the powers of earth the separate and equal station to which I am entitled. And you're fat and I never liked your mother. We hold these truths to be self-evident, Tiffany, that all men are created equal and have been given certain inalienable rights such as life, liberty, and the pursuit of other relationships. You could have been bad at breaking up, though. Like, can you imagine breaking up with someone by handing them a letter that 55 of your friends signed? Weak. You know, my friends wrote this letter because they said you're mean to me. Friend John Hancock especially wants us to break up. You can tell by how big he signed it. Said he'd call you later. Look, I love America, but I gotta sympathize with England a little bit, because can you imagine how much it would suck to have your ex celebrate the day you broke up every year? With fireworks and a barbecue. I mean, that's mean. I'd hate it if my ex did that. Like, yeah, remember how much Alex sucked? It's been a year, party at my place. We are blowing crap up.